Hi children, today's class 9th class physical science and we are discussing the concept of laws of motion. Laws of motion. Now we are in a situation where we have to discuss about third law of motion. Third law of motion. Third law of motion or Newton's third law of motion. Third law of motion. What is third law of motion? Little bit we discussed regarding this third law of motion. Now pulling two spring balances. Let us discuss with activity pulling two spring balances. Pulling two spring balances. If you pull two spring balances, what you will observe? We will take spring balances. We'll take another spring balance. Here we'll have a spring. First one scale will be there. We can able to see the readings. Readings are calibrated on the scale, which will give idea about how much force is applied. Here also we'll have one scale, which will give the readings are calibrated on the scale in terms of newtons or in terms of a dynes, and or else in terms of a kg meters per second or in terms of a gram centimeters per second. Then we'll have a spring. Here also we'll have a spring. This spring will have a hook. It will have a hook. These will have a hooks. Hook will be there. Then here we have spring balance like this. And here we'll have a holder. We can able to pull it. With the help of a holder, we can able to pull it. So with this we can able to pull it. And here they can able to pull it. If you hold two spring balances like that, and if you're going on to pull the two spring balances in opposite direction, we are pulling towards this direction and this one towards this direction. Now the questions will be arising. What do you notice from the readings in the spring balances? If you observe the readings of the spring balances, what you will observe? If you apply equal forces, equal pulling forces, then they will show equal values. Let us assume that the system is not moving anywhere. The system is at rest position. That means the two spring balances are neither moving right side nor moving left side. Neither moving right side nor moving left side means equal forces are we are applying. That's why these two spring balance will show equal readings. Are the readings of two spring balances are the same? Yes. The two spring balances readings are same. Are we able to make the spring balance show different readings? By pulling them simultaneously in opposite direction? By pulling them in opposite direction, can we able to make the spring balance give different readings? No. If you pull with a huge force one and the other one with the small force, then we can able to show different readings of the spring balances. So what you come so according to third law of motion, what will tell? When one object exerts force on the other object also exerts same force in magnitude but in opposite direction, which we will call it as a Newton's third law of motion. Newton's third law of motion. So according to Newton's third law of motion, we can tell that when an object exerts force, applies force on the other object, the second object also exerts a force on the first one which is equal and opposite in direction. So the two opposing forces are known as action and reaction. Suppose if you assume that the force applied by the spring is action, then the force applied by this another second spring is reaction. So two forces are applying, and the action force is applying on the action force is applied by the first spring on the second spring balance, and the reaction force is applied by the second spring on the first spring, but the two forces are not acting on the same spring balance. In this way, we can able to tell Newton's third law. So what Newton's third law explains means the two opposing forces are the action, for every action there will be equal and opposite reaction. So from that, what do you call the Newton's third law? For every action, an equal and opposite reaction, is there. For every action, there will be an equal and opposite reaction is there. Acts. This is known as Newton's third law. What do you say? Newton's third law. For every action, there will be an equal and opposite reaction. For every action, there will be an equal and opposite reaction. Here, if you assume that force applied by first spring on the second spring is action, then the force applied by second spring on the first spring is known as reaction. That's why we can tell that action is equals to minus reaction. Why we are mentioning minus? This negative sign indicates that that force is exerting, that force is acting in opposite direction. That force is acting in opposite direction. So let us assume that one sphere will going on moving in one direction whose mass is m, capital M, and if it hits another sphere with a small force m, and if it is acting in opposite direction, then what will happen? These two spheres will come to rest in position, because this is the force applied by the first sphere. The force applied by the first ball is nothing but FBA. So let us assume that this is A and this is B. Now what is this? The force applied by A on B. The force applied by A on B, and this is known as the force applied by B on A. In this way, we can able to tell then FBA, the force applied by A on B, is equals to the force applied by A, B on A. B on A. Since it is opposite, but they are equal in magnitude, that's why we will write equal. Or what to say? We can tell that why you are writing negative in opposite direction. Opposite direction. That's why both are in this way action and reaction force. Action and reaction force. This is known as Newton's third law of motion. Newton's third law of motion. If two objects interact with forces, the force acting by the first body on the second body is in equal in magnitude but opposite in direction by the opposite direction to the force acted by second body on the first body. In this case, the force acted by first body on the second body is known as action, and the force acted by second body on the first body in opposite direction but in same magnitude is known as reaction. That's why action is equals to minus reaction. Action is equal to minus reaction. The Newton's first law and second law of motion apply to a single body. It is applied to a single body, whereas Newton's third law of motion applies to a interaction between two bodies. Interaction between two bodies in which that two forces are not acting on the same body. One will be the action applied by one object on the other object, and other is the reaction will be applied by the other object to the first object. So the action is equal to minus the action reaction pair in Newton's third law represents forces acting on two different bodies simultaneously, but not forces acting on the same body. Forces are not acting simultaneously on the two bodies, simultaneously not acting. One force will act on the one body by other body, and other force will act by the other body to the first body. So we can able to tell that Newton's third law, is nothing but for every action there will be a equal and opposite in reaction. We already discussed regarding examples. Birds can able to fly because birds will pull the air downwards by applying action force. Then air will apply the reaction force in opposite direction. Similarly, we can able to swim by pushing the water backwards, and the water will push by applying the reaction force. The force applied by us to push the water backward is known as action force, and the force applied by water on us is known as a reaction force. Both are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. Similarly, about rocket also. A rocket works on the principle of Newton's third law. Rocket works on the principle of Newton's third law, in which rocket consists of what is the rocket? It's a celestial, means it is a what we call aircraft which is used to carry what we call rock satellites into the space, to carry and to leave the satellites into the space. Then rocket consists of two chambers. It consists of two chambers, in which one chamber is filled with fuel, other chamber is filled with oxygen for combustion of fuel. Fuel means it will burn and gives rise to energy, like hydrogen, etc., etc. Mostly hydrogen gas is used in the as a what we call fuel for the rockets, or else we can able to tell this neon gas or other stable gases also will be useful. And here it will have a chamber to carrier. What carrier? Satellite carrier. Satellite carrier will be here, and these two chambers will have interlinked with each other with the help of a what we call nozzles. With the help of a nozzles, and then what will happen? This fuel with the help of a oxygen, when you lit that one, they will going on eject the gases forcibly in downwards by applying action force downwards. As a result, what we call this earth and air will apply reaction force in opposite direction. Then the rocket can able to rush into the air with a speed of 10 power 8 kilometers per second to escape the what we call Earth orbit, to escape the Earth orbit or Earth what we call gravity. As a result, it has to maintain 10 power 8 kilometers per second, which will call it as a orbital velocity or escape velocity. So here the force applied by the ejecting of gases on the earth and into air is known as a action force. The force applied by the earth and what we say this air on the rocket is known as a reaction force. Here action and reaction force are pair. Pair means two forces are acting simultaneously but not on the same surface. One gases are ejecting and applying force on the earth and air, and this air is going on applying force on the rocket. So in this way, when the interaction of the two forces, will take place. Even when we are walking, actually we will be on the earth due to the gravity between us and earth. Then our legs has to stuck to the earth. When you walk by applying the force on the surface of the earth. Now here, so in this way, if you walk, when you apply the force on the earth, then earth in turn will apply same force on us. That's why easily we can able to take out our leg and we can able to walk. That means walking is possible due to the Newton's third law. Force applied by our leg on the earth is known as the action force. In turn, the earth is applying same force on us in the opposite direction. That's why we can able to take out our leg very easily and we can able to walk. We can able to walk. Similarly, if I try to pull this wall, if I try to pull this wall, then we are applying force on the wall, which is known as action force. In turn, the wall will also apply same force on us. That's why we are not feeling any pressure. So, as for every action, there will be equal and opposite reaction. That is known as Newton's third law. So you can able to run, we can able to walk, we can able to swim, rockets can able to fly into the air, and birds can able to fly. All these daily life activities are due to the Newton's third law of motion. Even we can able to observe balloon rocket. Even we can able to observe one balloon. We can able to observe balloon rocket. If you blow the balloon, and if you catch that balloon at its neck and if you leave balloon, if you blow the balloon and what you say, if you don't tie, what you call, should not tie at its neck end, and if you catch here and if you leave, then air will eject out. Or if gas will come out fastly, as a result it will apply action force on the air, then in this direction, then air will apply reaction force on the balloon. That's why balloon will move away in opposite direction. Air will come out, what you call, this air in the balloon will rush out in the left to right here, and as a result, it is applying action force. Then air will apply reaction force in opposite direction. That's why this balloon will fly away, it will flee away in opposite direction. That is due to the action and reaction force. In this way, we have a Newton's third law of motion. Newton's third law, here it is acting as a balloon rocket. So in this way, we have daily life activities where we are using Newton's third law of motion in our concept. Newton's third law of motion in our what we call daily life activities. See some more little examples that I discussed now. When birds fly, already we say they push the air downwards with their wings, and the air pushes back the birds in opposite direction. Similarly, the force applied by the wings of the bird on air is nothing but action, and the force applied by air on the what we call birds is known as reaction. When a fish swims in water, the fish pushes the water opposite backwards, back, and the water pushes the fish with the same force but opposite in direction. The force applied by water on the fish is known as reaction, and the force applied by the fish on water is nothing but a action. Similarly, a rocket accelerates by expelling gases, ejecting gases at a high velocity, at a high speed. The reaction force of the gas on the rocket accelerates or moves the rocket with a jet speed in the direction opposite to the expelled gases. Now, does the rocket exert a force on the gas expelled from it? Yes. Does the rocket exert a force on the gas expelled from it? Yes. By expelling the gases, it exerts a force on the Earth's surface or on air. Next, we can able to see balloon rocket that already we discussed. The forces on the inside wall of the balloon will be what you call pulls the balloon fly away. Similarly, when you release the rock of the balloon, neck of the balloon to allow air to come out, and then what will happen? The balloon moves in the direction opposite to that of escaping air. So the momentum of balloon and air is zero. Begin with when the air escapes with the same velocity, the balloons move in the opposite direction. So this is totally due to the Newton's third law of motion. What is Newton's third law of motion? For every action, there will be equal and opposite reaction. For every action, there will be equal and opposite reaction. Or whenever two forces are interacting with the objects, one force will act on the one surface and opposite force acts on the other surface, but both the forces won't act on same surface, never. In this way, we have a Newton's third law, and how to verify Newton's third law with activity, we can able to discuss in next session. Thank you.